when you do get knocked out, are you gonna retire? I'm sorry.
Alright, so N3on got absolutely destroyed over the last week. I know I'm a little late to this, but this N3on situation is just so insane that I just had to make a video covering this, because I know you're all dying to hear what happened. So pretty much as a little bit of a backstory, N3on is a streamer on Kick. I'm pretty sure you all know who this guy is. He was part of that whole Jack Doherty crew. I mean, apparently there's a lot of beef going down with him and Jack Doherty now. Apparently they hate each other and they started fighting in the streets or some crap like that. It was probably staged and I really don't care that much about it, as I don't think anyone else really does either. The whole Kick streaming space with N3on and Jack Doherty and those sort of crew are just absolute clowns, and I don't understand why people watch them. There are some good streamers out there, I do understand that, you know, like I mean, I was gonna say N3on, but I mean, at least N3on isn't terribly just, you know, going out there trying to fish drama. But the whole N3on crew and all that, like, they're all just clowns, bro. But anyway, over the last few years, N3on has absolutely blown up, and he's just become the face of every commentary channel for the last, like, 6 months. He's been doing some absolutely insane things for drama and trying to get attention, and pretty much the motto of, like, this guy's character is that he talks a whole lot of crap behind his computer, and he likes to talk behind a screen, and, you know, he talks behind his bodyguards, a little bit like Jack Doherty. But then when it comes to actually talking to people face to face and, you know, backing up what he's saying, he just cannot back up anything. He's a tiny little scrawny kid who's literally a year older than me. I'm pretty sure this guy's about 19, 20. And whenever he gets into an actual physical altercation, once, you know, people start to actually, like, show him that, you know, you can't just talk a bunch of crap about people and not expect them to, you know, slap them in the face. He can't actually handle that, and he ends up getting smacked and he ends up getting punched, and, you know, he's pretty much just the internet punching bag at the moment. So what did N3on do? Why am I making a video about this? So pretty much N3on went on stream and decided it would be a great idea to go to Nate Diaz's, I guess, little press conference that he had for his upcoming fight. And there's a little panel where, you know, like, celebrities can come in and ask them questions, or, you know, the press or media can ask Nate Diaz questions directly on stage. And N3on decided it would be a just marvelous idea to go up to the microphone and ask him this question.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Second question I have for you today, man, is when you do get knocked out, are you gonna retire? Or if you do. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be watching. I'm excited to see both sides, but
I'll kick you in your fucking leg. Yes, fuck you.
I have a lot of respect for everyone, man. It's just, I want to see a great fight.
Yeah, so obviously Nate Diaz is not taking any of that. So pretty much as soon as N3on said this, as soon as he's like, oh, when you get knocked out, like, are you gonna retire or whatever, he immediately backed down because he probably kind of realized, oh yeah, wait, this is actually Nate Diaz, a fighter. Like, seriously, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're like triple N3on size, if like you're actually a big guy. You don't go to a fighter's press conference of a guy who's known for starting street fights. Like, Nate Diaz isn't just some random UFC fighter. He's the type of guy that on the streets will beat you up as well. He's the type of guy that if you mess with, not only will he try and beat you up, his team will try and beat you up. A little bit of foreshadowing there. But anyway, just going back to this clip, I mean, seriously, N3on, at your size and the way you are and the reputation you have online, this was probably the dumbest thing you could have done. And, you know, I'm gonna get to it in a second. This guy got cooked for this. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. But seriously, I mean, what type of guy do you have to be to go up? Like, what kind of nerve does this guy have to do that? But yeah, so that's pretty much what N3on did and what caused this whole drama, and you know, like the thumbnail suggests on this video, he got instant karma for this. So this next clip I'm about to show you was about half an hour later after this press conference like pretty much just finished. So Nate Diaz, you could probably tell, wasn't very happy with N3on during this situation. I mean, no one would be. Imagine you're doing a fight press conference, you're sitting there like you're full of testosterone, you've been doing fight cam for 5 weeks straight. If anyone looks at you funny, you'd probably knock them out instantly. And then this scrawny little 19-year-old kid grabs the microphone and says, when you get knocked out, are you gonna retire? I honestly don't blame, you know, like the security and whatever for doing what they did next. Now, I just want to say, again, before this clip starts, I know I'm dragging it along a bit, but, like, I do not, you know, violence is never the answer for this sort of stuff. Even though N3on was being a little ratbag and, you know, he was egging him on, violence is not the way to go about this. But, yeah, this is what happened pretty much directly after this press conference ended.
Just get in the car. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now, we've lost a little bit of the audio from that, but because I'm not sure why. I think maybe N3on's microphone might have disconnected to the camera or whatever. But instantly, bro, instantly he just completely folded. I mean, look, I do get it that N3on is absolutely tiny, and if he were to try and stand his ground, he would get completely folded and probably could have died, to be honest. I mean, these guys that were chasing after him were absolutely huge. But I mean, are we surprised that N3on didn't stand his ground? I mean, he was the one that went in there, decided to sit there and try egg Nate Diaz on, go like, yeah, I'm gonna do this funny prank. I'm gonna sit there and say, when you get knocked out, you know, are you gonna retire? But this guy really just, like, really exceeded my expectations of how much of a B word he was gonna be during this. Look, I didn't think he was gonna go this crazy to literally start running away in broad daylight like an absolute wimp. I mean, come on, bro. To be fair, if I was in N3on's situation, I would probably do the same thing. But the thing is, I probably wouldn't even go up to Nate Diaz and say, when you get knocked out in the first place. I wouldn't start this drama in the first place. The reason I'm laughing at N3on isn't because of his reaction to this, it's because of the fact that he did it in the first place and didn't stand on his ground. But anyway, there's still a lot more to this clip, so let's keep watching.
Please, I'm sorry!
I mean, yeah, from the little snippets of audio there, like, you could tell that N3on was just absolutely begging for forgiveness. I kinda wish we had the full audio clip of that, because that probably would have been just so funny. And I know you might be sitting here thinking, oh, why are you making fun of this situation, Glider Guy? You know, this guy almost got hurt. Seriously, at this point with N3on, I genuinely just do not care. I've been making videos about this guy on my main channel for so long now, and it's just the same story every single time. He talks crap about someone, and then when he gets met in real life, he just gets destroyed for it. He sits there, he gets beat up, he gets made, like, he just gets absolutely humiliated for what he does. And then he sits there on stream and he apologizes, like, oh, poor me, you know, I got beat up, guys, and no one's taking it seriously. He's sitting there reading the chat, he's just, you know, he's not even focused on it, he doesn't care. The only reason N3on continues to do this stuff is because it's so easy to get a viral clip on Twitter. And it's because everyone's gonna talk about it, and everyone's gonna, you know, get him more subs and get him more viewers. That's the way kick streamers work, bro. That's the way this whole clown fest works, is whenever they get viral clips, and whenever, you know, Jack Doherty gets a viral clip, that's how they all get paid. That's how the creator economy works these days, unfortunately. And I mean, bro, you just saw from that clip, like, these guys were not playing around. For those saying that this was scripted, for some reason people think that this was like a scripted thing where Nate Diaz's team and N3on, you know, that they sat there with like an under the table sort of deal, and, you know, that they've just made this clip up. Which actually, now that I'm thinking about it, to be honest, wouldn't be that far-fetched, because I mean, this would be pretty good promo for Nate Diaz's fight. Having N3on just say this absolute outrageous thing at a press conference and then just completely fold running into a parking lot probably would be pretty good promotion for the fight. However, my logical instincts say that that probably isn't the case, and there were genuinely 5 dudes who were who are actually trying to kill this guy N3on. Like, seriously, N3on, you're in America, bro. Like, I don't know how things are over there, because I'm not in America, I'm Australian. But bro, like, wouldn't these guys have guns? Like, am I wrong in saying that these guys would probably, you know, like, threaten him? Like, I'm just, you know, I'm just doing conspiracy theories here. But seriously, N3on, like, you are getting into a lot of trouble that you don't know anything about. But anyway, after this, N3on ended up, you know, going into his car with his security guard and whatever, and there was this clip that happened here, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Hello?
You good?
Yeah, no, we're in the car.
They were all right behind you, like all of them. So like cops, security. All right. Well, thank God you're all right. But I told you, those fucking people are crazy.
I know, yeah, they're grown men, like actual grown men.
Yeah, N3on, it's almost like, you know, you're in the real world now. You're not sitting behind a computer screen. You can't just sit there yelling at people and making fun of them online anymore. They're fully grown men, bro, and when you mess around with fully grown men who are part of a UFC fighters team, then yeah, it shouldn't really come as a shock to you when you start talking crap about the fighter that their team aren't gonna be very happy with that. Look, I don't know how many times this has to happen to bro, because this is not the first time N3on has been pressed by people before. He's had streams streams and he's had clips that get millions of views, and that's probably the reason he keeps doing it, where people just go all over him. People have slapped this guy before, people have punched this guy before, thrown him around, you know, at Jack Doherty's house. I'm pretty sure the Island Boys were doing whatever, because N3on just can't shut his damn mouth. And this is what happens, bro. This is what happens when you don't shut your mouth, especially to, again, to a UFC fighter. You just don't do that.
Yeah, no, but listen, there was 4 or 5 cops, a bunch of security running right behind them. So even if you
and told you, that is why I told you when we were walking, that is why when you sat down and asked me to show you what's going to happen if you do it, that's why I showed you exactly what was going to happen, and it happened exactly like I told you. You have to listen.
Alice Grave, did you retards not see them all fucking running at me full speed? Are you dumb?
Bro, stop. Never mind, I'm done. I don't need to talk anymore about it. Y'all do it.
It seems like Leon, who is this guy's security guard right here in the front who was just talking then, it seems like this guy is the only one in N3on's circle at all who has a little bit of brains about him, who has a little bit of, you know, smarts about him. He's the only one I've listened to who is actually probably trying to get the best out of N3on and actually doesn't want to see this guy end up in an early grave. I mean, seriously, that's where this guy's heading. Like, I feel like at this point, this isn't just like some internet drama where it's like, oh yeah, this guy was running his mouth and got slapped in person. This guy's getting himself into so much trouble, we might end up seeing this guy get into a situation that he can't get out of. And it may end up being the worst case scenario. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm saying that, you know, this is the direction this guy's heading in. Like, N3on, I get it, you've got a lot of experience now streaming IRL and going outside, but I genuinely don't think you truly understand the nature of where you're going. I feel like this guy's being blinded by all the clips that are going viral and all the money he's making, because this guy's really only been a big streamer for, you know, about a year now. But that was probably one of the most lighthearted things that could have happened to this guy. Like, seriously, if he took that any further, like, if he said something that was a little bit too crazy, I don't think that these guys would have stopped and, you know, like, just let you run free in the parking lot. They probably would have tried to hurt you, like, seriously badly. But yeah, I don't know why this guy just won't listen to Leon, his security guard. I mean, he's hired him for a reason. I'm pretty sure it's to keep him safe. But he's just sitting there, he's reading the chat, he's doing whatever. I don't think he actually wants to listen. But anyway, after this clip happened, he made a response on stream, which probably just shows where this guy's head is at and just shows how stupid he is.
Trolling or any of this weird or trying to make a joke out of anything, because this is real life. It's not something to joke about. Honestly, bro, just put the chat on. I don't even give a fuck about the chat right now, bro. Serious life situation. Just leave it, bro. Leave it. Let take it off. Oh wow, it's my own people doing it. It's my own. Okay, bet.
Bro, why do you care so much about the chat? You're sitting there going like, oh yeah, it's a real life situation, guys. Like, it's a real life situation. Just don't look at the chat. Your chat are full of your 11-year-old fans. Of course they don't care that this happened to you. Of course they don't understand the severity of what just happened. And neither do you, it doesn't look like, because you're sitting there, you know, all you're worried about is the chat. That's all you care about. I don't understand why you decided to respond on stream. I mean, actually, no, I do. It's for views. It's for views and attention. That's really all this guy cares about, and it's clear that he doesn't actually see the severity of what's going on with him. But yeah, bro, in this stream clip, he's just sitting there for 10 minutes straight, farming views and just saying a whole bunch of crap that doesn't really mean anything. You know, he said sorry to Nate Diaz. I don't really think he actually cares. But yeah, that's the whole N3on situation. I seriously don't know why this guy keeps doing what he's doing. It's eventually going to end up to a point, like I said before, where this goes too far, and N3on can end up getting very hurt. But you know, that's a situation for another day. Anyways, I'm done with N3on. Click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe.